think most people grossly underestimate what they can physically do in their brick and mortar, meaning like how much they could grow the business. I was on a phone call with a business owner maybe 2 weeks ago, called me. I'd given them some advice prior to opening with the first gym. And they're like, I did everything you did and we're here. And they're doing well. Like they're doing well, right? By virtually every metric, they're doing well. And they were telling me, they're like, I'm going to open a second one. And I said, tell me more. Tell me more. And they start telling me a bunch of stuff. And I said, and this was, and this is the box I'm talking about. Like, you're doing well. The ecosystem is aiding you. Like, you did some things very intentionally, but now you're making the mistake of thinking that you're doing better than you actually are. Right. And I know this is somebody who's done that, right? I'm like, don't do it. You're not where you think you are. Right. You're actually pretty far away from where you think you are. And that's okay. Right. It's not like a shot at you. It's not like, hey, look, dummy. Right. It's just like, I'm trying to tell you, as somebody who has a little bit clearer vision, who's been down this road and knows where all the pitfalls are with regard to that, you're not where you think you are. And I was like, I don't think you should do it. And I just went through a series of questions, boom, 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 none of which had answers. And I was like, you're not really giving me a good vibe on why you should pursue this other thing. And what this brings to light is, A, there's nothing wrong, right? It's not like things are crushing, but it's like there's nothing wrong, right? And then B, what happens in a lot of these scenarios when people do the second space is something or someone presented an opportunity that now created a false urgency that isn't really there. They're like, oh, they're going to give me this stuff, and they're going to do the build out, and they're going to do all this. And I'm like, okay, I don't know why that means you need to go take on 3 times the liability and have twice as much work when your thing over here is pretty good. It's pretty good. Like, by most measures, it's way better than most. However, it could be 3 times better if you just allocated all that time and energy and resources to this thing. Because what if you grew it to 3x, right? And it was just way better. But the false sense of urgency was like, hey, if you don't do this, this is not going to happen. I'm like, let it go. Let the shiny thing pass by, because now you're distracted off of your one thing because it's doing okay. And that is the problem. This is where sometimes people will make it out of that, and sometimes people won't. Sometimes that will be their downfall. And it's like, just refocus on your thing. It could be better. Right? Just like fitness, all the analogies, they never stop, right? It's just the same. Be like, hey, you're pretty good at that. Cool. What could you be better at?
Yeah.
Can you do unbroken? Can you do 200 unbroken double unders? Maybe do that. Can you walk on your hands for 100 feet? Let's try that. Can you snatch your body weight? You can. Can you do it for touch and go? Right? Like, it's endless. It's right. Just keep refining it over time so that you do become like the Matt Frazier, and you are just like, no, I know exactly what I have to work on, and I'm going to do that so that you can never beat me, because I'm in control of everything that goes on here. Like, I know what my weaknesses are, I know what my strengths are, and the things that I'm bad at, I'm going to become really good at. And then I'm going to redial in the things that I'm already good at. Right. So again, you can just treat yourself just like an athlete. We talked about this with regard to looking at your gym, with regard to how fit is your gym, with regard to the different aspects of your gym.